Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Blue Gamer D, is that you? Bro, what is happening with my screen right now? Should I put it on this side? I'm good. How are you? Thank you for joining the live. It's your boy Kilosgram. If you don't already know, Mr. Turned around to a bag himself. Sheesh. I used to be one of your OGs. You still are. You still are. I'm eating right now. I hope you guys don't mind. Can I eat? What are you up to?
These niggas hate me, but they ain't never gonna stop watching me. It's 10K in my chat right now, but 8 of my hoes clocking me. I keep it playing at all times, no matter where I'm at. My old bitch say she got a nigga now, but I'm trying to run that back. Told her I won't say nothing. Bitch, I signed the NDA. Dress up like a plumber, walk out your house and smile in his face. On some Bill Bellamy, I can show you how the players play. Had niggas who ain't bring shit to the table, still let them make a play. Never on what they be on. Since young, I went a different way. 3-5 full of sticky shit. I don't get high, I levitate. I get triggered if you little. Cause I see my nigga throw his life away. Find shit in my DM, bitch, stop playing. You just a flight away. The same 50 niggas sharing 20 hoes and taking turns. Never hit no bitch, stay in your building. Trust me, lesson learned. This ain't no confession. Before I ever tell, I let it burn. She bring the cash to me. I ain't no pimp. I'm in it. Burn. Snatch off in that spectrum. You get sprayed for trying to speculate. I'm thankful for my fans, but been trying to grow my hater base. Got motion sensors, fully automatic shit like a Navy base. Been humble way too long. Time to pop this shit all in their face. Be stick as fuck. Working booby trap, but I ain't tipping her. I'm known for making bad hoes come up off the coochie whisperer. The nigga holding up the camera right here look like mystical. Glad the nigga. My fault for this here. Look, all my hoes, they bad as hell. Booty sit up like a shelf. Been a Dodger, walked in oil farm, and somebody call a rip. I keep a stallion like I'm Clay. I shoot a nigga like I'm Steph. Crazy, I've been running shit so long, still ain't ran out of breath. Somebody asked me if I wasn't rich in hell, what would I be? Posted in that 8 trap for the play, charging me hoes and free, been earn my strike. I'm still out here calling plays like referee. She call me Big Daddy, dive in that pussy like I'm Scuba Steve. Dive in that pussy like I'm Scuba Steve. Bitch, thought I was Adam Sandler, nigga. Hey, hey. These niggas hate me, but they ain't never gonna stop watching. watching me. It's 10K in my chat right now, but 8 of my hoes clocking me. I keep it playing at all times, no matter where I'm at. My old bitch say she got a nigga now, but I'm trying to run that back. Told her I won't say nothing. Bitch, I signed the NDA. Dress up like a pro, walk out your house and smile in his face. On some Bill Bellamy, I can show you how the players play. Had niggas who ain't bring shit to the table, still let them make a play. Never on what they be on. Since young, I went a different way. 3-5 full of sticky shit. I don't get high, I levitate. I get triggered if you little. Cause I see my nigga throw his life away. Find shit in my DM, bitch, stop playing. You just a flight away. The same 50 niggas sharing 20 hoes and taking turns. Never hit no bitch, stay in your building. Trust me, lesson learned. This ain't no confession. Before I ever tell, I let it burn. She bring the cash to me. I ain't no pimp, I'm an investment firm. Snatch off in that spectrum. You get sprayed for trying to speculate. I'm thankful for my fans, but I've been trying to grow my hater base. Got motion sensors, fully automatic shit like the Navy base. Been home away.
Wait, I feel bad. Cash right. That's a lot of money.
Let me make sure. Drivers
Should I
up
just do the girl nigga hug? Thank you so much.
Yes, anytime.
Thank you.
Anytime.
That means a lot to me.
I'm so
I really do
happy.
appreciate it.
We're getting
Yeah, that one jacket you got, he got $1 million jacket in his closet. Who does? The boy. Yeah, that's the man right there, huh? I love my jackets. $1 million jacket could. You could never. Never what? Have a fucking $1 million jacket. Yeah, you're right. Jacket, my boy caught up. Yeah, you're right. Green doesn't have a jacket. He's got nothing nice. Nigga, we ain't seen no bust down watches or nothing. Nigga, we don't believe it. He doesn't have it like that, brother. He does his push-ups. It's that couch and that other couch and that weekend. Is this a look spinning phone calling from me? I've seen $1 million in gold, 2 pair of pants. Yeah, that one jacket you got, he got $1 million jacket in his closet. Who does? The boy. Yeah, that's the man right there, huh? I love my jackets. $1 million jacket could. Trent, you could never. Never what? Have a fucking $1 million jacket. Yeah, you're right. Jacket, my boy caught up. Yeah, you're right. Green doesn't have a jacket. He's got nothing nice. Nigga, we ain't seen no bust down watches or nothing. Nigga, we don't believe it. He doesn't have it like that, brother. He does his push-ups. It's that couch and that other couch and that weekend. Is this a look spinning phone calling from me? I've seen $1 million in gold, 2 pair of pants. Yeah, that one jacket you got, he got $1 million jacket in his closet. Who does? The boy. Yeah, that's the man right there, huh? I love my jackets. $1 million jacket could. Trent, you could never. Never what? Have a fucking $1 million jacket. Yeah, you're right. Jacket, my boy caught up. Yeah, you're right. Green doesn't have a jacket. He's got nothing nice. Nigga, we ain't seen no bust down watches or nothing. Nigga, we don't believe it. He doesn't have it like that, brother. He does his push-ups. It's that couch and that other couch and that weekend. Is this a look spinning phone calling from me? I've seen $1 million in gold, 2 pair of pants. Yeah, that one jacket you got, he got $1 million jacket in his closet. Who does? The boy. Yeah, that's the man right there, huh? I love my jackets. $1 million jacket could. Trent, you could never. Never what? Have a fucking $1 million jacket.
I'm gonna give you one verse that you use for the rest of your life. Y'all ready? This is better than Excedrin. It's better than Tylenol. It's better than medicine. It's better than a blunt. condemning you. I'm just going to give you something that's stronger, because when that high come down, your mind is still going to be tormented. See, in Corinthians chapter 10, let's do context, verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we are not waging war according to the flesh. Now watch the verse. Verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but they are mighty in God to destroy strongholds. Okay? The weapons of your warfare are not carnal. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal. It's not a knife. It's not the gun I walk around with on my hip when I'm in Georgia. The weapons of our warfare are not things you can touch. They are mighty in God for the pulling down of strongholds. Verse 5, we destroy arguments and every lofty opinion raised against the knowledge of God, and we take every thought captive. God help us tonight. We take every thought captive, and we tear it down, and we make it obedient to Christ. The warfare in your mind is what the Bible calls strongholds, thought patterns and lies, whispers from the devil that begin in your mind. You meditate on them, you think about them, you worry about them, they go into your heart, they come out your mouth, they manifest in your life. You're depressed, you're full of anxiety, you're full of worry, you're making bad decisions, they're in your mind. He said your weapons is to take every thought that goes against God's word, you snatch that thought, and you pull it down, and you replace it with the truth of God's word. And every time you do that, you use a weapon to destroy the origin of where your warfare begins. So you have to learn to steward, watch, your thoughts. And that you got to know that every thought is not yours. Every thought is not yours. Yet all of your trouble starts in your mind. And you be hearing evil stuff in your mind, even things you say about your own self. And this is the weapon against that. You got to learn how to snatch those thoughts and replace them with the word of God. That's why you need to know a little bit of truth. Because the more truth you know, the easier it is to discern a lie. One verse that you use for the rest of your life. Y'all ready? It's better than Excedrin. It's better than time.
I'm doing 40 down the boulevard. I told my homie he gonna take the charge. He got the Tommy and I got the Max. And on your head they got a contract. I thank you for my hit, man. It's how Pop, I'm a big fan. I sang Dear Mama to my dear mama and sang Hit 'em Up to my daddy bitch ass. Woo! I thank you for my hit, man. About to go kidnap the big man. As you can see, I got big plans to be the big man. Hey, 40 down the boulevard with my homie, they gonna take the charge. There's nothing, boy, I got your back. Because them other niggas copycats. I thank you for my hit, man. This for all my fans that been fans. I'm so sorry, I'm fucking sorry. I'm so sorry for the weight like slim fast. Sick MDMA up a bitch ass. 18T ass tugging tit man. I'm doing 40 down the boulevard. I told my homie he gonna take the charge. He got the Tommy and I got the Max. And on your head they got a contract. I thank you for my hit, man. It's how Pop, I'm a big fan. I I sang Dear Mama to my dear mama and sang Hit 'em Up to my daddy, bitch ass. Woo! I thank you for my hit, man. About to go kidnap the big man. As you can see, I got big plans to be the big man.
What is the thing you find about Ghana that brings you a piece of home that you can't achieve? I asked this question selfishly because I started realizing. I was talking to Eugene about this the other day. We were walking around in Johannesburg in South Africa, and I was saying, because we felt like that. You told this guy the worst thing.
I know it is. It is thugged out in Johannesburg.
So we were walking at the
I know it is.
we felt like that.
I know it is. It is thugged out in Johannesburg.
So we were walking and
walking Hillbrow.
and I was saying to
Because we're not
Eugene,
scared of anyone.
I'm scared. I'm scared. We're scared. We're definitely scared. No, what I was saying was, you take for granted. I've always taken for granted how much a place can keep pieces of you and create pieces of you. Do you know what I mean? So the reason I ask you about like that home side of things is because there's another Vic in Ghana, and I want to know like what came out of you because of Ghana that maybe you wouldn't have experienced otherwise, just being in the US or being in Chicago.
It's much more peaceful, and it's much slower paced. Like America, we are confined by time. Like we're obsessed with it. We schedule our days in 30-minute increments. Like I've got this meeting, then I have this Zoom call, and then I have this lunch, then I have a breakfast. You know what I mean? I have so many scheduled events. Try that in Ghana. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not gonna happen because people don't operate like that. People are not beholden to time in the same way.
Yeah.
Niggas be 6 hours late for something, and that's just like regular. You know,
It's not even late.
that's kind of on time. That's just something to expect. And as I'm spending time in Ghana, there's always a process of like low-key decolonizing my mind as it pertains to time to allow things to happen at their own pace more and to stop being so rigidly connected to
want to say you'd be proud to know, because you inspire me to read books about things.
Haora.
No, you do.
I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm so
There's a book that
sorry.
I read actually that was saying like
It's your boy
this thing
Kilogram.
is actually quite real, but it actually goes to
Must have turned around to a bear
the
himself.
environments that people came from. So people in
If
Africa,
you didn't know,
especially
now
like
you
West
know.
Africa, Central Africa, etc., the Caribbean.
Thank you for tuning in. Haruu on top. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Is it Haru? Haru on top. I'm doing well. How are you? Haroon. Oh, okay. Now shout out to Haroon in the chat. I see you. This is your boy Kilogram. Must have turned around to a bear himself. This is a K. This right here is a K. I don't know which hand makes sense on your side. I'm from South Africa. Let me know where you're watching from so I can give you a proper shout out. I'm Pakistani. No, I'm actually not Muslim. No. This is a durag. Yeah, this is a durag. See this right here? It's a durag. I was not raised in an Islamic family, that's why. Nothing too serious. Please subscribe. Subscribe. You might be on a live marathon. You might be going live every day. Tap in.
So they never needed to develop a relationship with time. Yes. Because time didn't define your ability to exist. Yes. Right? But if you grew up in places like Sweden, England, etc., time was the difference between living and dying. If you missed the time of the crops, if you missed the time of planting, if you missed the time of a carriage that was going to pick you up in the snow, it's death. So time is more important to Europeans.
Could just go get that avocado.
Yeah, exactly.
Inside.
No, but you would appreciate that, Dave. Sorry.
No,
yes.
I do appreciate that.
That's crazy.
That is great. The thing that this reminds me of is
Okay, guys, I'm about to engage with y'all fully, right? I was eating, now I'm done, and I'm all yours. I'm all yours at this point. And I missed y'all, to be honest, I missed our conversations. I missed chatting to you guys, catching up, connecting, just on some live shit, you know? I really hope that you guys are doing something with y'all's life. I would really love to see where each of you guys end up. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that I think y'all are useless or y'all don't have anything going on. I'm just saying, with whatever that you have planned for yourself and whatever that you think you dream about, whatever that you think about, whatever that you want to be, I would love to see you achieve that. And I hope you're working towards it. This is my first live in a very long time. I don't know how long it's been since I went live, but I'm here. Don't panic. I hope you subscribed, you know, so you get notifications when I am live. It's your boy Kilosgram here. Mr. Turn It Around to a bag himself. Why do they call me Kilosgram? Because my name carries weight. My name carries a lot of weight. And I'm not talking about literal weight. I'm talking about the weight of life, you know, the weight of being who I am. I'm stuck in a few worlds and they constantly clashing with one another. These worlds that I'm stuck in, they constantly clashing with one another and they refuse to be one. But that's why I exist. Because I want to show you guys that everything is connected. You know, you got to make sure that you're connected with yourself too. It's very, very important to be connected so that you can be able to stay grounded in who you are. You have to stay grounded, bro. And the more you start to prioritize yourself, the more you start to think about yourself in that high manner, the more you start getting attacks, the more you start getting trials, the more you start facing trials and tribulations that are going to try and separate you from your goal. You can't let anything stop you from where you're trying to go. You can take breaks, you can take time off one thing to focus on another. Because as I'm telling you, when you're stuck in multiple worlds, they will clash. They will clash because you're trying to do something that's never been done before. And you cannot let up, you know. You cannot let up. Like, as much as the devil is working, but God is working in harder to make sure that you get to where you have to be. Look at every opportunity as a positive, you know, and trust yourself to be able to fight through that pain, to fight through that suffering, and to make it to the other side. You are wonderfully and fearfully made, the greatest being to ever exist. There's nobody like you. There's nobody that can be compared to you, you know? So don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. You are him. And the more you try and move away from your true purpose, the more you're going to start feeling tired. You're going to start feeling drained. You're going to start hating life. You're going to start feeling like you're doing something wrong. Start feeling like you don't belong. And the more you move closer to where you want to be, yeah, it might be lonely a few times. It might be isolation. It might be you separating yourself from your old life, your old acquaintances, your old habits. And sometimes that's what you have to do to be your future self. You have to let go of the past, bro. And I'm telling you this because I care about you guys. You know, I really care about you guys, and I want to see each and every one of y'all make a life for yourselves. A life that is away from all this extra shit that's happening outside. You don't need all that extra shit. You don't. That's bullshit, bro. Okay, I'm swearing a lot. I get really angry and tense when I talk about you guys because I know that there's young people watching, and yes, there are old people, but most of the time, I know you kids take your mother's phones and go on live and watch people. So I'm talking to you mostly. Know what you want, know what you stand for. And what I'm trying to say is not everybody likes you. Not everybody likes the person that you will become. Nobody likes the thought of who you are becoming. They're scared of that. They scared, bro. Like, trust me, they scared. And you have to you have to lock in. You have to lock in and understand that this is bigger than you. You don't have any control over other people's feelings and their thoughts and their words and their actions. Just focus on you. That's all you have to do, bro. Focus on you. That's literally it. There's no other blueprint I can give you. Just focus on you, bro. Let me go cut my nails. I'm taking you guys with me. So, self care, very important. Self care, self care. I'm not saying be selfish, you know. You have to be selfish sometimes, but too much of anything is bad. And you have to prioritize yourself first. You know, when they say before you can help others, you need to help yourself first. That's true. Because how can you be happy about giving another person when you don't have? How can you be truly happy about giving another person when you don't have? How can I give you money when I don't have any? How can I give you love when I don't have any for myself? How can I pour into you when my cup is empty? You get me? Stay focused, man. Stay tuned. Stay tapped in. Stay present. And make sure you fighting all them demons, bro. Yeah. Shit. Shit. Hey, I have to go cut my nails, but I'm taking you guys with me. Let's go cut my nails. Hey, what's happening? What's happening? Yeah, so I recently had my final presentation. Hey, hey. So yeah, I recently had my final presentation. On Friday, and yeah, it was lit. I never been a taker. I never. Yeah, so I recently had my final presentation on Thursday last week, and like 2 days ago, and it went very well actually, you know. And for those that don't know, I am an architecture student, you know. I do architecture, and I am currently doing my second year. I'm currently doing my second year, and My name is Kilosgram, man. If you don't know, now you know, bro. I ain't even gotta tell you twice. Do I? Nah, I don't gotta tell you twice, though. I already know what's going on, bro. You already know what's going on. I'm ahead of my time, bro. I'm too ahead of this time, and they're trying to pull me back, but they're only pushing me 10 steps forward, bro. You know when Nipsey said, Nipsey Hussle, RIP, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. He said, sometimes you have to take 2 steps back to take 10 forward, or to take 5 forward. It doesn't matter though, because, I had a few setups, I took some L's. I took some L's. Yeah, I took some L's, bro. And, it was a lesson learned. And we did learn a few things from those lessons. But the bigger thing that we're focused on is moving forward and applying the lessons that we learned to even have a stronger foundation and a more solid structure, you know? And at this point, there's nothing that can stop us. Trust me. God got us. Trust me. Trust me. And hear me when I say, yeah, I look too good on camera right now. I mean, in reality, it's even worse, but right now I'm killing. 4K. You staring at me in 4K right now. 4K, bro. And I look ravishing. Yeah. But stay tuned, man. Make sure you're subscribing. And I hope you're still working towards yourself too. You know, I did tell you about self-care. It's very important, very important. Gotta make sure that you take care of yourself. You know, make sure that's the number one priority that you should have. Yeah, that's just the reality of it. You know, to get forward in life and to do something that's meaningful, that you can be truly proud of, you have to be content with yourself, and you have to be at a place where you know yourself and you're taking care of yourself, so that when you do for others, you feel at peace, and it will even be more rewarding. because you know that you're good, you know. And I'm not saying be selfish, bro. You know, help people where you can, but don't overgive yourself to people that are really just selfish, you know, and crying to you because they know that you're going to help them regardless. Bro, sometimes that's the devil testing you, tempting you. I'm here to tell you the truth that you gotta focus on you. You gotta focus on you. So let me give y'all a quick freestyle right now. So I'm an architecture student, right? And I'm currently doing my second year, right? So let me give y'all something I wrote during my first year. It was like a very challenging time for me, you know, finding myself and my place in this course, in this field of architecture, you know. It was very challenging for me finding myself. So I wrote this just to remember and remind myself. So it goes like, make another model as I sketch another page. My body and my conscience are fighting over my brain. My body says sleep, boy, you'll fight another day. But my conscience says fuck no, boy, are you insane? Huh? You must forgot about the pain. I hear what you're saying, but you forgot about where you came. I see it written on your face. I must say I'm ashamed. Things changed. Well, at least you never changed. What? Well, at least I never changed. I'm changing every day. I'm not surprised you can't relate. You never could ever give me half of what I gave. You said you're doing better after I told you the game. I barely even slept, and you just copied the page. I'm pouring out my pen, and you tell me you can't relate. When I'm just trying to be real in a world that's so fake. But I don't really give a fuck, you don't put food on my plate. I barely even slept and you're telling me start again. Disruptive and conceited, they calling me Charlemagne. Rest in peace to Ricky, pop a bottle of champagne. It's Kilosgram, babe, cause the name carries weight. I get a little pride when I talk about my name. I'm thankful to God and to my mother that prayed. Because of those unseen prayers, my life was saved. I'm thankful for the road that you unconsciously paved. I barely even slept, and you just copied a page. I'm pouring out my pen, and you tell me you can't relate. And I'm just trying to be real in the world that's so fake. But I don't really give a fuck, you don't put food on my plate. I barely even slept, and you're telling me start again. Disruptive and conceited, they calling me Charlemagne. Rest in peace to Ricky, pop a bottle of champagne. It's Kilosgram, babe, cause the name carries weight. I get a little proud when I talk about my name. I'm thankful to God and to my mother that prayed. Because of those unseen prayers, my life was saved. I'm thankful for the road that you unconsciously paved. I know I'm still stuck in my ways, but that don't mean a thing when it comes to getting paid. And that don't mean a thing when you spend it in a day. Get you a healthy partner that's carrying a big brain. Get in a whip and switch lanes. Go for a trip on big planes. Go get a grill and big chains. Life right now is a hill, so let's skate. Yeah, that's Kilogram. That's Kilogram, bro. That's Kilogram. Now you know. Okay, here goes another one. So this one is about a okay. This one is about me coming to a new place and basically trying to find my own place in that space, you know? And this is basically just how I felt moving from city to city. You know, I'm a traveler, bro. I be moving and shit. I be traveling and shit. So this is just something I wrote just to celebrate my movement, you know? That's just me. So it goes like, made a lane. I just want them to know my major pain. What I'm pouring out on this page. I'm not amazed by the shit that you say. I'm not trying to play. Think of music is not a game. I'ma stay the same. Only when money come, I'ma change. Stimulate your brain. Wisdom to lame, I studied the game. Now a nigga gets to brag like the young Jermaine. Because my flow colder than the ice. It's hanging on your chain. I'm sorry, Mustang. Remind me your name again. I've never been good with names unless you here to stay. And trust me to peep that shit from like a mile away. I need you to eat that dick like a takeaway. Eat it like a takeaway and treat me like a sensei. But don't you tell me that you love me cause my heart is empty. But think about it. Music is a wonderful thing. I put my life on this page and are they feeling the same? I hope you feeling the same. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's Kilosgram. That's Kilosgram. That's Kilosgram. We lit, bro. We just making moves. We just making plays. We just doing the most that we can to stay alive, man. That's the first thing that we gotta do. Stay alive. And hey, man, if you know what's going on outside, you know why we gotta stay alive. People are dying, bro. Evil is on the rise, you know. So we the ones that demolish all that shit. We the ones that tell them niggas to stop doing all that. We the ones telling them guys to calm down. I'm the type to tell a demon to his face, I rebuke you. And that demon will be gone. Just like that. Cause I don't play. I don't play fair, bro. I got God with me, bro. He don't play about me. Nah, he don't. He fights all my battles. All of them. All of them. And bro, I'm out here making music. I'm out here writing rhymes. I'm out here, you know, at school. I'm out here shooting content. I'm out here just being me, just surviving, just oozing positivity, just oozing creativity, just oozing, you know, grace, just oozing purity, just oozing authority, just oozing honor. And when you see me, you can already see that glow, bro. I ain't even gotta tell you twice. There's no sunlight right now, but I'm looking like light. You hear me? And I just want you to stay focused and stay tapped in right now. Look at what we doing, bro. Oh, 2026 Heights out now on all streaming platforms. On all streaming platforms, man. If you don't know, now you know. Make sure you tap in. Make sure you do the most on your side so that you stay tapped in. I'm Kilosgram on all platforms. All platforms. Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Audiomark, Deezer. Man, you catch me on all them things, bro. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Man, we all over the show, bro. Doing the most on a daily basis. On a daily basis. And I'm not even talking about I'm all over the place like that, but if you know, you know, bro. If you know, you know. We're making plays every day. There's somebody in this world that's finding out about us every day. And I'm just telling you so that you stay focused on what's going on right now. You know, you gotta cut all the outside noise. You gotta cut all the outside noise and tell them crap. Cut all the outside noise, and what are you gonna be left with? Just you and your dream, you and your purpose, you and your duties, you and your to-do list, you and wherever you're trying to be. Like once you cut all that outside noise out, it's just gonna be you and what you have to do, bro. Simple. So I don't know what you're complaining about because time, time, time is not on your side, bro. I don't know where you guys think that you'll have all that you're gonna regain all that time that you lost. You gotta lock in now. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And I tried to be as hands-on as I could, you know, trying to help people around me see, trying to open their eyes, but you can't really force a person's eyes open. Like you can't. I saw this other video the other day. This person was like, once you wear the magic glasses, there's rules. There's rules that come with them. Rule number one is you can't take them off. Yeah, you can't take them off. Rule number two, you can't, you can't, you can't. You can't force them on anybody else. You can't. It's only the person who chooses to wear the glasses. You can't force them on anyone else. You can never. Like once you put on those magic glasses, you have to remember those two rules. You can't take them off one. Because you see everything as it is now. Not what it's trying to portray itself as. You see everything for what it is. So you're always seeing over the veil. You're always seeing those demons for who they truly are. You're always seeing the parasites, bro. You're always seeing that there's more than what meets the eye happening here. Rule number 2, you can't force anybody to wear them, bro. Like once you put on those magic glasses, you can't give them to another person and be like, yo, I'm tired of these things, you take them. Nah, they're yours. They're yours for life. And you just gotta stay tapped in with yourself, protect yourself, and stay grounded, stay connected to who you truly are, and you'll be good. It's not gonna be easy, but you just gotta stay focused and stay true to who you are, bro. Stay true to who you are. Don't try and fake it. Trust me, it won't work. It's gonna feel like you're losing something, you're losing your energy, you know? So, yeah, just stay tuned, bro. Stay active and stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stay connected with yourself, you know? That's the only thing that matters. You. And forget everybody else that doesn't understand where you are right now in your journey. That's all you have to do. Focus on you and don't mind everything else. That's simple. That's as simple as it gets. Because trust me, bro, the money, the hoes, the respect that you damaging yourself for, the power that you think you want, all of that will be added onto you once you get to where you have to be. And I'm telling you right now, you don't have to do all these other extra things that people are doing out there. You don't have to sell your soul. You don't have to do these rituals. You don't have to go through these people that tell you that only they can give you the fame that you want. Only they can give you the life you want. Nah, only God can do that. I mean, the devil can give you a simulation of how it is, how it feels, but only God can truly give you untold, unmeasurable. Only God can give you those untold, unmeasurable gifts and the stuff that comes with being in the light will fulfill you way more because you would have earned it, and by earning it is just freeing yourself from mental slavery, bro. Hey man, when I start talking shit and I start talking that real, I start mixing up my words and my pronunciation. Man, my pronunciation gets messed up, for real. But we're not gonna let that. My pronunciation is always good. 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 And when the devil strikes, God strikes hard. Like, bro, I'm telling you that God is greater than the devil, bro. That's all you need to know. So make sure that you're in the right path, you're on the right lane, you're on the right side of things, so that you focused. Cause also, as much as we're fighting for such a luxurious life, for such a blissful life, for such a stress-free life, we need to understand this is not where it ends. This is not where everything is happening either. You go to sleep, bro. Where do you think you go when you sleep? Where do you think you are when you're daydreaming? Where do you think, bro, there's so much stuff that happens without us being able to see it, without us being able to comprehend it. You just have to be locked in at all times. Understand that there's somewhere you're going after this life. And I'm not trying to preach to you right now, but I'm just tired of seeing people acting like this is where it ends, like this is the last lap. Bro, what you do here matters. Yeah. What you do here, it matters. What you do here matters. The way you treat people here matters. The way you understand yourself, the way you perceive yourself, the way you portray yourself, the way you carry yourself matters. Regardless of people are treating you good or not, regardless of all of that, just know that your behavior matters. It matters way more than you think. Because you're going to be out here pleasing people and you totally just digging yourself an even bigger hole of depression, bro. You gotta be cautious of who you pour your energy into. Just be cautious of that and be aware of that and understand and overstand where you're putting your energy. It has an effect. It has an effect. It has a response. For every action, it has a reaction. Like, I don't know if y'all did physics or not, but I'm sure you've heard that before, you know. So you can't be out here hurting people, throwing stones, throwing stones, throwing stones, throwing stones, acting crazy, lighting fires, burning bridges. You can't be out here doing all that crazy stuff and then expecting, okay, now everything is going to be perfect all the time. You know, nah, I can't, there can't be any consequences for this. No, there can't be any consequences for this. No. Just be cautious. Be cautious. Be careful. Be careful, bro. That's all I'm saying. Beware of the dog. Pass up from the hunt. Hey man, it's your boy Kilosgram. I might just end this live very soon. But it was great talking to y'all, man. I hope you got my message on that side. I am trying, bro. I'm trying to do my part. I'm trying to do my part. Honestly. And I hope the message got to you. I hope you understand the message. I hope you know that you have the power to do anything. Anything you want. Anything you want to do, you can do it. Don't ever let anybody tell you different. Don't you ever let anybody tell you different. You heard me. You are very capable of being the greatest being to ever exist on this earth, and you already are. Each and every one of you is the greatest to ever live. You are worth way more than what they're telling you, than what they're giving you. You just have to want more for yourself. And I'm not saying more as in, billions more. You could want billions and you could get it the right way, you know? But I'm just saying that you don't have to get your self-worth from anyone. Know who you are. Know where you come from. Keep your energy safe. Keep your mind protected. And prepare yourself so that you stay ready. You know, stay ready and gotta get ready. You heard that before. Stay ready so that you don't have to get ready. Stay ready so that you don't gotta get ready. You know? And when the niggas plot on you, man, that shit might just backfire and hurt them, bro. Not that it might, it will. It will. It will. Stay focused. Stay present. That thing you have to do, go do it. That thing you have to do. You have a to-do list, right? Whatever's on your to-do list, make sure that you write it down and scratch it off the list when it's done. Don't leave things for the last minute. You don't have time for that. You don't have time to be playing games. You don't have time to be playing around with your future. There's too many things out here trying to take charge of who you are. You know, all of a sudden music started playing. Okay, Orlando Pirates won. Orlando Pirates won, you know. I used to be a supporter, but now I really don't care about who wins and who doesn't, you know. I mean, I clap for them when they win, but I'm not really watching all that sports, entertainment, and wrestling and charts and vlogs and all of that. Nah, I moved on from that. Now I'm just focused on being present and staying active. And staying active. That's literally the only thing I'm focused on right now. You know? And I'm gonna leave y'all with a quick freestyle before I go. If y'all want a quick freestyle, let me see some likes. If y'all want a quick freestyle before I leave. Are y'all gonna like this thing? Hey, this guy just left. Okay, so I'm just gonna freestyle for you guys regardless. So what I said, it's still the little boy from the deal they call Kilo. I had to move away, I wanna touch more people. I get a little nervous when they calling me the hero, but if any nigga want it, he can get it, nigga, he know. And you can tell me nothing, cause I built this shit from zero. I'm moving so much weight, a nigga move like Al Pacino. I live in PTA, she gave me head, she from Balito. I'm from PMB, in North there. They already know. They say, Kilo, what you up to, boy? I heard you making money. You out there in Pitori, boy, don't act like you don't got it. I guess it's really true what they say in them streets. I don't waste the combo if it ain't about the feet. Cause if it ain't about the feet, you can go ahead and leave. You were never with me when I was struggling with beats. You were never with me when I was tossing in my sheets. You were never with me when I was tossing in my sheets. Hey man, should I end this live? Should I end this live right now? Okay, man, make sure you stay tapped in. Make sure you stay active. Make sure you stay live. Stay prepared. Stay focused. Don't mind the outside noise. As I told you, don't mind the outside noise. You gotta stay focused, bro. You have to stay focused. At this point, it's bigger than you. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than both of us. You know? This is life. It's real life. Niggas think it's a game. Niggas really think it's a game. You know? And you can't do anything for other people, bro, unless you yourself are content with who you are. Look at my calendar. Look at how much stuff I'm getting done. Look at that. Look at these affirmations. Look at that. And I'm showing you this to tell you that I need reminders too sometimes. Because I do fall off and I do, but I'm protected, bro. I got my mind on lock. I make sure that I take breaks and I come back to terms with myself. You know, don't lie to yourself. You know where you're going wrong. You know where you're falling back, where you're falling behind. You know your own weaknesses. Make sure you cut them and demolish them so that they're non existent in your life. Cut away those weaknesses now. And other than that, I love you guys. Stay prepared, stay active, stay positive, spread that positivity, kill all demons. Don't let them play with you. And when they talk, let them talk. Because you know. You don't think, you know who you are. Stay tapped in with yourself, man. Dreams money can't buy universe. Kilosgram, Mr. Turn around to a bag himself. Because my name carries weight. If you didn't know, now you know. Make sure you tell somebody, man. I ain't playing no games, y'all. I hope that you stay tuned, stay active. I hope you subscribed, and I hope you love the content. Go look at my vlogs, go look at my music, Kilosgram on all platforms, man. I appreciate you guys.